All right, hello, I'm Dean, and welcome to another installment of Coding with the Agent. Last time around, we looked at the lava tower, and that was really cool. And today we're going to place and look at a little bit of Sandstorm. Kind of reminds me of a little music from back in the day. Maybe I'll have to play that at the end or something. All right, let's start this tutorial and see what Sandstorm's all about. Again, I'm really enjoying my journey. The computational thinking. I'm really starting to think, step by step by step, making, predictions. And sometimes I'm wrong, but that's been okay too. And, even changing the code and seeing what's going on a little bit with it has been really interesting. So let's see what we can do this time around in coding with the agent. All right, so we're going to throw some sand around. We're going to make a small sandstorm in this tutorial. Oh, look at this. You'll learn to place a block of sand and then use a pick random position. Nice. And make sand appear somewhere at the random near you. Finally, a repeat block is used to make lots of sand show up like a sandstorm. Excellent. So that makes sense. And I've, looked at random things before. I can think of some really cool, maybe class things you can do. Like if you're talking about, probability or whatever, and you can do some random things with that and figure out an area and where it's at. So I can definitely see some classroom applications as well. All right, so here we go. Let's click OK and let's play in this. And that's what I like referring to Minecraft as well, as a big sandbox where you get to play on. And doing a sandstorm is right up that. Right, as usual, we're going to go in here and we're going to, as we see there, we're going to call this program Sandstorm. All right. And next, what do we do next? Thinking we're going to have to, place a block, and we've done that before. And we're going to have to use sand. Okay, and then I see what the X, Y, and Z coordinates are. So I've got a good idea. And again, I've been learning a lot through this and understanding the 3D element of Minecraft too. And it's just so amazing how well, going in Minecraft and the coding works together. And I see so many applications for this for sure. Right, so instead of the regular grass block, we are going to make some sand. Maybe down the road I could change and put some feathers or something. I'm not sure. But this time we're going to go with sand. All right, and there's my coordinates, and I think that looks good so far on the coding. So here, we're just going to see, open up Sandstorm. You should see a block in your position. Okay, that makes sense. Let's give this a shot and make sure we know that some sand is going to come out. Now this isn't random. We've set the coordinates for this, so I know when we do this, definitely we should be okay. So as always, we hit T. That opens up the chassis commands, and this program is called Sandstorm. So I put that in and take a look. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Makes sense to me. All right, so let's play in the sound a little bit more. I'm going to go back to my code by hitting C. The code builder comes back up. We checked out the program, and so far so good. All right, here's where we get, this is something new. We haven't learned this before. Pick random position. All right, block and place your in your place block and add it to some predictability. So you can see the colors changed there, and it talks about positions, right? So that's what I really like about the block coding, is that the color coordination really helps you understand, what code goes with what. So I am going to drag this in your place. So I'm thinking I have to drag this in here. So that makes sense to me. Oh, and that's highlighted. I could be wrong on this, but I think this is what's going to happen. I'm going to move this over so I can see this to add some predictability. I'm going to take a risk. I'm not going to hit this and see if I'm right. I'm going to just go with this and see what happens. All right, so I click on the next one. Edit the position of the pick ground to select a position above the player. Okay, so if I go X, Y, Z, I'm going to, oops, didn't want to do that. I want to leave that in there. But I do want to go like this. And I'm hoping, 10 blocks above me to, I don't know, let's try 10. This could be wrong. I'm going to go with my gut instinct on this and see what happens. All right, and let's see what's happening now. All right, let's check this out. Let's see if I figured this out, or I got to go back in and do some debugging and maybe take a look. So press T to open up the commands, and I am typing in Sandstorm. Let's see if I get pelted with sand. Oh yeah, look at that. Just, okay, one piece of sand came and smoked me right in the head. All right, so that did work. And I'm going to go back to my code. Let's see what happens. I'm going to go back one and just see what oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so it's going from the X and the Z, and it didn't go over. Okay, that's interesting. So we'll go back through that. I wasn't too far off on my thinking, actually. I was just kind of reversed. I just want to make sure that I'm putting the right. So those two are negative and those two are positive 10s. All right, makes sense. So this I'm going to go negative 10, and this I'm going to change back to 0, and this I'm going to go to negative 10. So I know this is like going to the, to the left and right of me, and to the north and south when you use your X and Y's. This is going to be 10. This is going to be 0, and this is going to be 10. Okay, that makes sense. And we talked. Oh, okay. So we'll go back in here and we'll see what happens. Now this is only giving me one block. I think down the road I'm going to have to use a loop. Is kind of what I'm thinking if I wanted to do the random part. But let's see what happens here. Now because I've entered that water, that makes sense to me now. This could come more around me instead of just falling on me. So I understand what that's saying there. So let's see what a little Sandstorm will do this time. Yeah, it came down over there. It came with that, from 10 to negative 10 range. That makes sense to me. See, if you look at the coordinates where it says position and agent position, as I move, you can see that that was within the, within 10 blocks from there to there. So that makes a lot of sense. All right, I'm going to go, oops, I don't want to do that. I'm going to exit that. I'm going to go back to the code, and I'm good. And it fell from the sky. And now we're going to go to the next step, which, yeah, all right. Again, now I'm going to go to loops. I'm going to get repeat. This makes sense to me because we want to have that, and this will go around because with the repeat, you want to make sure that it's repeating this action 100 times. So we're really going to get some sound flowing here. So I want to put that there, and hopefully that will click in. Yeah, good, perfect. That's the way I want it. This has to keep going. So, oh boy, 100 times, eh? We're really going to make this, oops, not 1,000. Well, that would be a lot, but 100 is still pretty good too. All right, and let's see, I think it should. Okay, let's see if this works. All right, here comes the Sandstorm. I'm going to go do-do-do-do-doot from back in the day. Love that song, a little Sandstorm. So here we go, and I'm going to open this up and type in Sandstorm. And I wish I should get that. You know what? Maybe I should find on my phone and see if I can find the song Sandstorm and play it for everybody while we do it. Maybe that'll be fun. So I'm just going to open up a little YouTube here. Let's see if I can find my search. My search would be great. And I'm going to type in sand. This is for your viewing pleasure, Sandstorm. The song, is it going to do? Oh yeah, it is too. I even liked their video. I still remember that too. All right, got an ad happening here, and I'm going to play a little Sandstorm for us. Here it comes. Crank this up a little bit, and here we go. Sandstorm for everybody. Do-do-do-do-do. Very cool. Now I want to just play around with something here. I'll keep the music on. I'll turn it down a little bit too, but I do quite love this video. It's kind of a cool thing. I'm going to go back in the code. Now I want to play around with this. I'm going to put 50 and 50 and just see if I can actually see it fall down from the sky. So I'm going to hit play on that. And we'll try another Sandstorm. We'll crank up the music a little bit for this video. So I'm going to hit T, and let's go back to Sandstorm. All right, we'll crank up the music for this. Hopefully it works. And here we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. I'm going to get... Awesome. And look how it randomized. That is excellent. There's my Sandstorm. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coding with the Agent. A little extra Sandstorm. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. And I was able to play a little bit with a few things. My predictions were pretty close. Again, that's what coding should be. The tutorial was really good. And I learned something about randomizing things. And that was good to remember the loops. So hope you enjoyed this episode of Coding with the Agent with a little bit of Sandstorm. And, thanks for watching. And until next time, have a great day.